Good morning, America, and welcome to Maya's Java Chat. And I'm once again back, and I'm doing videos again now that my throat is a lot better, but it's not all about me, it's about America. And it's about government, politics, and surviving 2026. Well, I'm going to let you know something. There's a lot of things you can do to make your life a whole lot better and on the cheap. Now, I drink my Folgers instant coffee every day. I love it. I enjoy it. I also drink the ground coffee as well. It is just as good. So, but I'm telling you, there are so many ways that you can live on the cheap and save money and be happy. All you have to do is just put a little bit of effort into it. Well, what I'm going to tell you today is, well, for starters, I'm going to go back to coffee. Not because I drink it. I'm going back to coffee because right now, everyone needs to stop going out and buying coffee at these coffee shops. You do not need to go to Starbucks or Shooter's Coffee or any of the coffee places and pay somebody between $4 and $15 for a cup of coffee. It is just insane. You do the math. Get your phone, use the calculator, do the math on how much money you waste every day spending on somebody making you a cup of coffee. You're nuts if you do it. Well, anyway, I don't. I make coffee at home. I get a container of instant coffee at Walmart. I get it at other places as well. And I get the ground coffee as well. And I'll tell you, I pay 12 to $13 for a large jar of instant coffee that will give me 152 cups of coffee that I can make. Now I can make it stronger, and I do sometimes make my coffee stronger. So that will drop down the 152 cups down to about 70. But still, I'm saving. I'm not spending to $15 for a cup of coffee at Starbucks. I don't understand why people do that. If you have a roof over your head, get a coffee pot. Make your own coffee. Learn. It's fairly simple to do. Did you know that? Well, I am going to go away from the coffee story and I'm going to go into other stories. Now, if you have a backyard, front yard, a big picture window that you can put a table in front of, you can literally grow your own flowers. You don't have to go to a floral department to have flowers and enjoy them. I grow them in my front yard. I've already been doing gardening. And I planted more roses. I planted more flowers. And I planted some lilacs in my backyard to create a fencing barrier so my neighbors can't spy on us in our backyard. Yeah, we have nosy neighbors. But I'm just letting you know there are so many things you can do, and and those will be there. And I know how to cut the branches off of a plant, and I know how to start new roots on it and grow it. You can do it with tomato plants too. People love tomatoes. Tomatoes, lettuce, cabbage, melons, carrots. These are easy things you can grow in your backyard. Get an above the ground planter so you don't have to bend over. And you can literally, I mean, literally grow produce because produce is beginning to go up in price and it's not cheap any longer. You can learn to save money by growing your own. It is so simple, people. Please give it a try. Now, I know people that live in apartments, it's a little bit harder. You have to learn to figure it out. Well, I'm going to help you figure it out. Well, what you can do is you can just put a table in front of a big window that gets a lot of sun, and you can put planters on it with saucers underneath it to catch any kind of water uh, that come out of the bottom. And you can literally grow tomato plants. You can grow bell peppers. You can grow jalapenos and things like that to save a little money. Just a few seeds you can grow. Did you know you can actually take the seeds from jalapenos, tomatoes, melons at the grocery store? Dry them out, put them in a damp paper towel, throw some soil on it, and let them start to grow. You can do it. I did it when I lived in a condo in California. I was fortunate. I had a big, big window, and I had a big, big coffee table from Mexico that I put in front, and my cat, uh, she was set up there. I always reserved a spot for her. And, but I tell you, I grew tomatoes. I didn't even have to grow them because they were cheap back then. But I grew them anyway. I grew up on a farm and I enjoyed it. I love growing. I think it's fascinating for children to learn how to grow plants, food, and other things because once you learn it, it stays with you forever. And you can actually learn to see how you can save from just propagating one seed from a packet or from a produce you purchased and watch it flourish into another fruit or vegetable that you can eat. You can buy miniature fruit trees that you can keep in your home. You just need a good sized window so they can receive some sunlight and they will grow. Fairly simple. Now, enough with the planting. Well, I got to get back to the flowers though. Well, I'm just going to say this. That's all I can do is just say it out. Stop buying flowers. You can grow them. They are easy to grow. And you can transplant them and you can cut off branches from them and you can actually propagate and grow them some more, grow more. I do it all across my yards. I grow my plants, my rose bushes especially, and all my other plants. And I love watching them come back to life after winter. Well, the thing is, I save a lot of money. I don't have to spend money growing. I do not have to spend money on tulips. I purchased bulbs in bulk and I planted them in October. And then after winter goes by, the following spring they start coming up out of the ground. And I have beautiful tulips. And I love them. And there's so many things. There's irises, all sorts of beautiful flowers you can grow. And if you have a yard, grow them. And then snip them and put them in a vase inside your home so you can enjoy them in your home. It's that simple to do to save money. You don't have to keep spending money on things you can grow at home. Now, getting on to the next thing now. The next thing is you can purchase an acre of land. You can literally buy a huge um, shed. Now, like myself, I bought myself a fixer-upper home. But the thing is, I had a lot of fixing up to do. But if you bought an acre of land, it's going to be a fixer-upper home. Even if you buy a new shed and have it delivered to that acreage, you will have to put in the insulation, the drywall, the plumbing, all of that. But the simplest thing to do, as I grew up on a farm, we had what was called an outhouse. I had no problem with an outhouse. Never did, never will. If I had to go back to it, I could go back to it. But I'm telling you, you can literally get solar panels, charging stations, those big, um, what do they call it? Those charging generators that you plug a solar panel to that would go on top of your shed. And you have refrigeration, you have a microwave, a stovetop. So you have the ability to do things and own land and own a home. You can actually use your generator, your solar generator, to have lighting in your home. It's so simple, people. I do it. I don't have to. I do it because I want to save my money for more important things. And the thing is, it is so easy to install. It is so easy to do. You just have to save money and put the money to good use. Find that piece of land. And if you find a piece of acreage for under $5,000, buy it, because the taxes on that is going to be cheap. Find yourself a used mobile home, or buy yourself a shed, a large shed. They even make them that have garages. Little small homes you can purchase and put on an acreage. And then you have land to grow on. Your vegetables, your fruits, your fruit trees, grapevines, all this stuff. You get yourself a water tank. Like some people I know, they have outdoor showers. They do. There's so many things a person can do to survive in America. You just have to put your mind to it and do it. Save your money and stop spending it on eating out. Stop spending it on buying coffee at places. Make your own coffee. Make your own lunches to go to work. Save your money and do something better with it by buying land and building yourself a home. And like I said in my other video, it's not going to be $1 million home, but it's your home. And so you can camouflage it. Oh, nobody would even know it's a shed. You can always get the faux bricks and put on the outside of it. Put up window blinds in the window. Install a nice door on the front. Some steps. So many things you can do in America. And I'm just here talking because I worry about the American people. And I worry about you too, MAGA, because you're stupid people. And you just don't know any better, I guess. I mean, after all, you did vote for a dumbass in the White House. Yeah, that took away everything from you. Oh, gonna take more too. Just watch. But I'm telling you, anyone can survive if they put their mind to it and do as I do and save their money and stop spending on stuff. Spring has sprung. Yard sales, flea markets, all these things are going to be taking place. Make the most of it, people. And while you're at it, learn to barter. Most people don't even know that word, probably. It's not used often. But you can learn to barter. And I think people will be doing that down the line as gas prices go up, utilities go up, water bills go up, rent's going up, medical cost is going up. And I'm not going to say that a person that gets a broken arm, broken leg, whatever the case may be, or a severe burn injury, they are going to need medical care. But if you have heart issues, diabetic issues, learn to eat differently. There are plenty of videos on YouTube for you to learn and do things differently. I was diagnosed as pre-diabetic. When I learned that, I came home. I went through everything. Anything that had sugar was gone. I wrote out a list on what I needed to eat to reverse everything, and I did. I feel great minus my back issues. That's something because I worked hard. Yes, I worked hard. I lifted refrigerators. I lifted freezers. I lifted stoves and washers and dryers. I did all that, and now I'm paying for it. And I wish I didn't do it, but I did because I wanted things done, so I did it myself. So, but the thing is, you know, I take care of myself. I take care of my back issues. I don't run to the doctor. I see a chiropractor. And I get readjusted from time to time for back issues. And it helps. I'm not a physician on here, but I'm just telling you what I do. I don't rely on heavy pain medications any longer like I used to. I will take others over the counter when I need it. But I'll tell you, if you do have heart or diabetes, change your diet and you will feel better for doing so. And who knows, if it's not as bad, like myself, I was pre-diabetic, not diabetic, pre. It can lower your blood pressure, your sugar levels, and stuff like that to where that you feel better, you feel good. And I do. I feel a lot better. minus the political craziness going on in the world. But I feel better. And I love to cook. I love to clean to a degree on the cleaning, but I do love to clean. And but I do love to cook. All I had to do was just change my cooking habits, my eating habits. And you could do the same thing. So, America, please wake up. Start learning to save your money. Start learning to do things differently. I would never go to a Starbucks or Shooter's coffee places or Pete's coffee place, whatever they're called. I would never go to those places. Why? Because I can make my own coffee. I don't need to go to McDonald's. I don't need to go to Subway or Jersey Mike's. I don't need to go to any of those places. Why? I know how to cook. I can make a sandwich at home. I don't have to pay somebody else to make a sandwich for me. I can do it myself. And if I'm growing my garden, I have fresh vegetables and stuff to put on my sandwiches, such as onions and peppers and stuff. So many things to save money and to do for myself. So I hope you listen, America, and I hope you start learning to cut back on a lot of your expenditures, especially eating out and buying your coffee outside of your home. Buy your instant coffee, buy your ground coffee, and get yourself a coffee maker and make your own coffee. You'll like it and you'll save money. Bye bye.